Gates open and fates are broken once I've spoken. Tolkien wrote 3 or 4 books about them. Yes, it's the return, no care or concern. Burning all the green off the fern. Yearn to be earning a worthy title. This is no ballet recital. Gather all your might and mittle, cause I'll rain siege in your parade for cramping my style. Beguiled, I'll defile the vibe just from a lack of interest. Trial and error, bringing the things that sing terror. Fairness is not a concern in nature, but nor is imbalance tolerated either. A man can see further through a tear than a telescope. I heard 1 out of every 10 got a conscience though, meaning 10 out of every 1,000 men are truly dauntless. I learned martial arts from Marshall Mathers, and how to rap from Bruce Lee. I say partial what matters, you can see my ideologies in my loose leaf. Philosophically, spit it like Socrates, more obtuse than the mainstream isosceles. I put a lot of thought into these, so it's normal if you can't understand them, cause that means that you actually have to think. What a concept, I'm the man to be, yep, I'm calling it. Take a seat if you can't stand it. Get real love from a very small handful of a few friends and family, which in hand gives you the strength I need to do what needs to be done. So I give it a lot of love back. In fact, while I got the chance, I just want to give what little I can back and say thanks while I still can. Never slack being the motto, I do this on auto. Unlike most tunes, say thanks to Mr. Roboto with Rami Malek and swoon him with some knockoff quote from Rumi, like a regular smart aleck. It's a balancing act and getting up is one of my talents. I'm tagging up Versailles Palace. It's always art when living life like Alice. The opposite of madness is a derogatory fallacy. Anything less than extraordinary is just ordinary. Ordinarily, kinda like misusing reality. You don't need spirituality to be wise. Move like a ninja while lurking with a pious. Watch what mankind does when left to its own devices. In this jungle you can either save or capture the princess, but in the end, yo, it's a snake or gorilla after you and yours, or whatever you treasure the most. And that's just the way the game goes. Shine like a star to become invincible. The principle is simple, one's accepting the fact that death is inevitable, meaning dying is eventual, which makes life meaningful. Sentimental mentalities can turn a gentleman from a monkey too, like the phenomenon it is. I cherish life right or wrong for exactly what it is. It is what it is, whether you recognize it or not. I was given the breath to breathe life and love into this. You already know I'm gonna keep giving it all that I got. And just like this song, I guess that I'm just misunderstood. Straight lurking like a street urchin. You and me are just each different versions of the same person. Preach, purchase some merch and dice it up. Call it paradise every time I broaden my horizons and wisen up. All y'all poltergeists better listen up. You're gonna get ghosted no matter what. Each and every direction which you step off in the sunset in will eventually end. And the question then is, will you post it up as a live event on your social media? Is this where your quest ends? A life lesson, there's no black or white when trying to explain all the shades of gray. I don't know what it is, but I can tell you what it isn't. Hate is when you are acting genuine, basically when you're fake. It's painstaking as of late. I can see through the illusions that we all protrude and create. These facades and fake smiles are more odd than prosthetics we use to keep them. Just a sliver away from apathy, which comes before and then after. See? Living life like a Shakespearean tragedy. It's maddening, written spit some of the realists and get goughed at and scoffed, mummed and brushed off. Cause it's not the same, it's not as lame. Since the dignity is maintained, and there's actually something worth saying. Even change the lyrics to convey my message in a more positive way when I bless it. It's not what we're looking for, don't you get it, man? Damn straight I do. Y'all crooked ass crooks, you're taking away what it's meant for. Don't get it mistook, you can get shook. Snipe me out, just another in the books. But before you give him the hook, you know deep down that you can see the truth in his look. Search for it in the mirror, but you'll never find anything if you don't know what you're looking for. That's because you're misunderstood. Exasperated from all the fakeness. All you Pokemons are basic. Can't see any contrast without the LASIK. A metaphor for seeing through the darkness. You're brainless if you're heartless. Love is where we started. Hate is what makes us starve it. You decide on which you depart with. Our scars are cathartic. Ardent about discarding these demons from my beautiful garden. On the daily, together we are a people. Divided we are thieves. Truthfully, you don't know what the truth will do to you, so just breathe. Enjoy the first moment while it lasts. The only villain you see is the one on the other side of your fist and the reflections of the broken glass. Hope is something you give yourself, take off the mask. Well damn, all along the superhero was just a regular man. I guess that's who we are, heroes who pretend to be average. Angels and devils costumes, pleasure derived by sadists. Everything's backwards, so why is it that we have to hide the nice guy inside that fights for what's right? Disguise the savior has arrived, but nobody can recognize it when left to their own devices. And the divine don't comply with that kind of behavior from mankind. So the next time you're looking for a sign, keep this in mind. And in hindsight, why light away to a future that's bright when most of the likes and their like-minded prefer to be intertwined with the darkness to which they're confined? Guess we're all just misunderstood. Truth is is omniscient. Lies are just subjective, selective perspectives. Been depicted as different, despicable, the next best thing. But best of all, criminally and clinically insane. Hang straight, gravitated by each individual vein and train in the pathological brain. Mind strained from the stimulants fed through serendipitous schemes used strictly to get you and me addicted to their specific company's marketing team. Citizens in the ridicule, real people use as a foundation for the pedestal in which we let them all. When angels jump, we just let them fall. Skeptical, but still ready for combat with no concept at all. Where, who, and when to strike at. Snake strikes like a cobra till it got struck back. Yep, it's like that, just like that. So where's your psych at? I'd live a sliver away from climax. Give both sides of the coin something to snide at. Fly too close to the sun and fall in style back. When I see you mad, you'll see me smile back. And now that you know there's no possible way now that I could possibly be